think that investment happens linear. It doesn't. It happens in these big step changes. And I think me coming on board now, data's come so far. I can see that. Luckily, I have a few contacts in that sort of field as well, so that made a big difference. And I don't have 40 years experience walking in knowing every single part number, every single job and how it runs, so I needed something to be able to look at it top level effectively. So I fell in love with Power BI quite a lot. I got there, I needed the data from the system to come from there. But also from that, it's kind of Industry 4.0, and I needed to see how we get data from machines.
My name's Gary Rice, I'm the sales manager here, and I have been here for about 17 years. Quality is what keeps customers with you, basically. So we've obviously got a lot of a good setup in terms of flexibility. All of our machines across surface mount all match, so we can be much more agile and flexible with customers when you're running small batches. It's helpful to be able to switch from line to line if you need to and things like that. And then in terms of the quality, yeah, obviously it becomes key that needs to be upheld, and that the customers have got that guarantee that it's been checked and everything's going to be good. So the Co-Young obviously is a massive part of that.
My name's Colin Davies, I'm quality manager at FermionX. I'm data driven, so I like to look at what data tells me and about processes, about people, production, and our current capabilities. That's really where the AOI sort of come into.
You could have 1,000 components and you get a bit component blind, you miss one, what I would. The best concentration in the world, we were having these issues with customers, and I couldn't confidently say that it wouldn't happen again. We got triple inspecting at one point, I think, and it was just not profitable for us, the customer, and I couldn't guarantee it was going to happen again.
We've probably got 50, 60 customers that we're working with on a regular basis. And then across lots of industries, we're quite widespread. Gives us it makes it easier, and if someone drops off a little bit, we've got someone else that picks up. So having a wider spread of industries obviously helps us massively, because we cover for rise and fall in different industries as well.
I like to look at what our current processes are and how well they're working, what we need to do to make those better. So I feed back the data from the AOI, from the inspection team, from anyone working in the quality department.
It was kind of a no-brainer when we saw the Co-Young, to be honest. I think it's the industry leader for a reason. Altus as well did a really good service when we went up there explaining it, so yeah, we landed on that. Me and Joe hit it off quite quickly as well. We're in a similar sort of position in our careers, family businesses, so we definitely talk the same language, which helps a lot. I think he's very driven to be the best as well, so the deals he's got with a lot of the equipment show that. So yeah, it is really important.
It feeds back into everything really, whether it's SMT, whether it's purchasing, because if we get problems with not buying the right components on a reel, might not get placed properly, which means that the AOI would flag it up as an incorrectly placed part. So it literally doesn't stop anywhere. It covers everything really.
I'm a big advocate for where I don't want to be logging into any system in my position. I want to be able to see it all via Power BI or something along that. So great, I can go into K-Smart, but can I get that data into like a centralised warehouse where I can see it all, which I think you can as well. So yeah, it's all going to be data driven.
It's a great service to say you've got, but it also shows you investing in the company as well, because it's a nice bit of kick to show investing. I'll tell you one thing that is useful. So we had a customer complaint. A component had been knocked off. It was a company in Spain, and I managed to look back at the AOI data, and it was flagged by AOI, and we'd missed it. So it went for rework, it got missed. What I was able to do was to look back at the thing. It was great for them because I could say we actually spotted it, it didn't get reworked. So I got the images up to show that it was a tombstone component and one was knocked off. Saw both images on the AOI, showed them it got found.
When we show a lot of the customers round, quite often when they see the Co-Young, they'll look at it and go, our current supplier doesn't have that. I say, how do you know that? And they go, they can't have it because it's not possible that they have this, and we've seen some of the quality mistakes we have. So they're almost having that AOI it's so obvious to them when someone doesn't have it, because it just completely eradicates those mistakes.